Hi, this is John Leone, aka Radio Listener, president of Radio Listeners ElectricEasel.com Incorporated. That and a token, you get a ride in the subway. That's not even true anymore. Now they use those magnetic cards. What are you going to do? Life changes. In any event, what we're going to do today, and well, let me precursor this. I've been doing my homework and I've discovered about intents and activities and all the stuff I probably should have known before I started this series. But let's review this on create menu item. Now, no, not this one. Let's scroll down. This one, create note. Now, this is declaring a new intent called I, and it's past this class, the class itself, and to noteedit.class. Now, noteedit.class it was is what's going to handle the activity, I guess it is, because what we're passing, we're going to start the activity with the I of the intent, and we're going to pass it activity create. So what this basically does is it searches the Android system, and I'm assuming, but it's a pretty safe bet, that what it does is first check the namespace itself, which is where this intent will be, and look for activity create. Okay, it's a little confusing, but think of it in terms of Windows. When you have a file, uh, say you have a Word document, you don't have Word installed, you would open the file and Windows would automatically search for some type of word processor or program that's assigned the doc type. And if it has one, even though it's not Word, it might be something else. And if it's registered properly, Windows will know to open that program. Now, in this case, we're in the Android operating system, and what it's saying is, give me a note editor, and pass that note editor activity create. What that will do, it's like with the Word document. Give me a word processor, and with that word processor, create a new document. Maybe not the best of analogies, but that's what an intent is. And of note, the reason I couldn't find it through global Google searches was probably because I didn't put Android in the search. So it was going, there is some kind of Java program called Intent Java. And that's a horse of a different color, but the search thought I was looking for that. But when I went to codegoogle.com, I got several search returns that were pertaining to this particular type of thing. And what it is even in the subtext of the search box of codegoogle.com Android is look up intent. And when you do, all these things are revealed to you. There's a very good one. Well, I'm not going to pull up the web browser because of graphic things, but there is a very good one at codegoogle.com that teaches the uh, basic ingredients to an Android application. Something I should have read probably before I set the task of the video, but be that as it may, I'm clarifying it now. And we spent almost half the video on this. Okay, we got 5 minutes to go. Let's knock out some new code. Now, on list item click is just what it appears to be. You'll have uh, a list view with the different note documents. that have a title and a body, and they also have an ID. Let's fill it out and we'll see what we're dealing with here. I'm just going to copy and paste and then explain to the best of my ability. And here we go. And we'll do the Control V and get rid of this. And okay. The first thing it does is duplicate it. So let's delete this. First thing it does is call the base class. Passes all the information to it, lets it do the housekeeping processes, which are very relevant to the Android infrastructure. It's basically saying base class, get called, do your thing, and then come back here and we're gonna deal with the override. And here's our override. And all these boxes pop up. It's gonna cursor. It's defining a cursor as the notes cursor, and it's going to move the cursor to the position here past. Will just be the actual note item itself. Then it declares a new intent of this class and the node edit class. This is like looking up the document type. When you have a new document type in Windows, it's handled by something else. But in this case, node edit class is right within the namespace. We're going to be working on that in the future. And then these put extra things. What this is it piles on other information. Now the first information is key row ID, and it is the ID itself. What that will be is like the auto number field if you go back to our SQLite code. And then it'll put the title, and for the title, it's the cursor wants the get string and of key title. Now there's get column index or throw. So what this basically is doing, it's getting the title from the cursor at this position, and so it's bundling the title in, and then here it bundles in the body. And because it was a list click item, the activity for the start activity, now this is going to call the intent to performance functions, is the edit. And you clicked on a note, so that means you want to edit or see it or whatever you want to do. But it's basically an edit function. You open the document in Windows, be what may. In this case, use Note Edit. And it's not Windows, it's Android, but it's similar concepts. Okay, now we got an on activity result. And let's get rid of this super. And oh, we got a munchkin watching what I do. Claire came over in her robe after her bath to see what Daddy is up to. What? It's not a towel, it's a robe. I don't know if you could hear her whisper. Oh, it's not a robe, it's a towel. Okay, let Daddy work. Come on. Now, we will start here and go to here. I'm just cutting and pasting in this example. And I wonder if my squigglies are okay. They seem to be fine. Okay. What we got here, this is, oh, we're almost out of time. Okay. What we're gonna deal with this in the next video. Actually, I'm probably gonna do a retake of this. Or maybe not. It's got some good stuff in it. But what basically is, this is returning the result of the activity. So if the activity was create, it's going to actually create the note here. And if the activity was edit, it's going to update the note. And these create note and update note are from DB Helper where we were before. And I'll review this in the next video, but I kind of want to knock this out. And anyway, this is Radio Listener signing off. I'm going over. And it's Radio Listeners, electriceasel.com Inc. Thanks for listening. See you in the next video.